we'd mentioned that the working class is going to try to unionize, going to try to organize. Later, that's going to become more official. But the first of the strikes are going to be spontaneous. And we can see that in the Great Railroad Strike of 1877. Now, in 1873, remember this is during Reconstruction, there's an economic depression. And because of that economic recession, railroads cut wages by 35%. That's a third of their income of the workers on the railroads go away. Now, the economy recovers, but in 1877, fearful of another recession, which doesn't actually occur, the railroads cut wages by another 10%. Well, this leads the railroad workers in West Virginia to walk out. This is not an organized strike. This was just, they got frustrated and they left. Now, this is going to eventually spread nationwide. It's going to go across the entire country. Shuts a lot of the railroads down, a lot of the transportation. Workers are going to attack the workers that did not go on strike. They're going to attack the scabs. There's going to be millions of dollars worth of property damage. Railroad cars tipped over and such. In one place, a town was burned. So militia is going to be called in. In some areas, 20, 25 people are going to be killed by the militia. In all, at the end of this, about 100 people are going to be dead and millions of property damage. The president at the time, Rutherford Hayes, is actually going to send in federal troops. Federal troops are going to be used against Americans who are who are on strike. The federal troops are going to be used to end the strikes. There is a couple of incidences, more than a couple, of racism. One example of this is the Sandlot incident in California. Chinese immigrants are going to be attacked because they were scapegoated by the white population in California who blamed them for taking their jobs or lowering wages, whatever it is. It's clearly an anti-Asian prejudice that leads to the incident. Chinese are attacked and scapegoats. An Irish immigrant, it goes by the name of Kearney. He's going to form what's called the Working Man's Party, which is clearly a nativist, anti-Asian party, which is eventually in 1882 going to get the government to pass what's referred to as the Chinese Exclusion Act, where for a period of 10-year increments, they kept renewing it. They just excluded Chinese immigration for no other reason than they wanted that exclusion. So Wildcat Walkout is an example here, and we're going to see how unions organize themselves after this.